Hi everyone. Some of us have been victims of real estate dealings gone wrong. Maybe when you're purchasing your land, an apartment or a townhouse somewhere in Kenya. But maybe one of the questions that got into your mind was, how did I even get into this situation? How did I get into the hands of conmen, as we call them in the real estate market? Most of us, on top of this, we've lost confidence in investing in the property market in Kenya. And surprisingly, we are tirelessly working to accumulate money to invest in this lucrative investment. But the big question is it safe to venture into the real estate market now? As a beginner, where do you even begin? How much money do you need? If you're in real estate, maybe how do you optimize the value of your property in this COVID situation? Welcome to Property Chat with Lucy, where I intend to have candid conversations on all matters real estate, as I intend to empower, enlighten, and educate you. My name is Lucy Thuo, and let's begin this journey together. As a potential investor, you'll definitely have to put your house in order. When I talk about putting your house in order, it's basically having a group of professionals that are going to help you navigate in your journey of real estate investing. Some of these professionals will include property agents like me. You'll definitely have to hire an architect, a contractor, and basically a property manager to invest, or rather to not to invest, but basically to manage your investment. These are some of the keywords that your team will definitely have to put on your table as you negotiate or talk about potential opportunities that are there for you to invest. A property agent will definitely tell you there are a number of listings in the market. What do they mean? These are basically properties that are available to buy. It's a price that you put on the table for a given property that has been up for sale in the market. So when your property manager comes to you or an agent and they ask you, what's your offer for this listing? Basically, they're asking you, what price can you put on the table? Or rather, how much money can you pay for this particular property? What it means by closing, it's basically the final meeting that you're going to sit down, you as a buyer and the seller, to finalize a land transaction or a property transaction. And the closing cost is basically all the costs that have been incurred to get to that closing point with your seller. When a buyer approaches a bank for financing, and what the bank does is they will send you to conduct a valuation so they can know how much money they need to fund you to acquire the property. The process of knowing how much that property is, it's what we refer as appraisal. Or in other words, as commonly we talk about it here in Kenya, valuation of a given property. It's a loan to buy your property. There are different types of mortgages offered by our financial institutions here in Kenya. And as a potential investor, it's prudent that you know what kind of mortgage you might need or what kind of mortgage fits the property you're eyeing to invest in. One of the key things that investors buy into in the real estate market is equity. Equity is how much you own in your property. I'm going to give a very simple example. You might have acquired a property in 2020 for maybe 10 million, and your bank requests you to do a valuation, what you've just mentioned as appraisal, in 2021, and the valuation gives back a figure of around 12 million. The growth of 10 million to 12 million That's what we call equity. And that's one of the common reasons why investors invest in real estate. All investors in real estate refinance the equity in their properties to expand their portfolio. What does the word refinancing mean? I just given the example of the apartment of 10 million to 12 million. As an investor, you can actually get financing on the growth of that equity from the bank, and you acquire a different property with the 2 million. That's what we call refinancing in the real estate market. Return on investment is the annual income over the value of the property, and that figure is what helps you understand if you're making money or not. We look into this in a different episode as we look into the various or the classification of the returns that you can get from different types of property markets in the country. And this is basically the time that you need to recoup back the initial investment that you've put into your property. Thank you for watching. This has been Property Chat with Lucy. See you in my next video.